El 13 de diciembre llega la nueva película de superhéroes, o mejor dicho, de supervillanos, porque es el turno de Kraven the Hunter. La nueva apuesta dentro del universo Spider-Man tiene un tipo duro y esquivo como pocos, pero a nosotros no se nos ha escapado Aaron Taylor Johnson, el actor protagonista al que hemos podido entrevistar. Él nos da algunas claves acerca de esta nueva película superheroica, después de haber aparecido en el UCM como Quicksilver o después de ser el mismísimo Kick-Ass. Vamos a ver qué nos cuenta.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, iconically, he's has an intrinsic connection with the lion, that sort of bravery, that courage, but also that ability to just react on impulse. He's very much a sort of instinctive sort of. There's like that sort of animalistic beast inside him. So that's where this sort of like this kind of rage comes from. You're like, well, hang on, this guy's slightly psychotic. I think, we did a lot of quadruped movement. We want to have that kind of flow, that sort of animalistic movement, and we trained for that, I feel like there was a lot of inspiration for J.C. Shandor, that we kind of told this traditional gangster story, because at the heart of this movie there's a real family feud, and his father is this power-hungry gangster and he wants him to take over the business, and Sergei doesn't want any part of it, and he doesn't want to be anything like his father, so he goes on this path of becoming this villain that we know. So it was more gangster sort of stories and things like that. I feel like it's. I didn't get starstruck because I've learned over time to I meet a lot of people like that but I can't I was a huge admirer and idolized Russell as a kid, and so I can't tell you how much of a dream it was to work with him, because he's a legend in my eyes, and was this opportunity was a dream, but I think it's not starstruck so much as you want to observe and absorb as much as you possibly can, and sometimes you feel like you're slightly outside watching, and it's kind of, it's kind of amazing. Yeah, the guy is so brilliant and he's fantastic in this movie. So I feel like there's a community, a fan base for these Marvel films, and I hold that with a real high regard and standard, and I think there's a responsibility there. I don't take that lightly. It makes me work harder. There's a lot of discipline involved in this movie, and so I don't want to let anybody down. But this movie is something I'm really proud of, and I'm excited to share it with everyone. But yeah, I think that it also gave us the reason to make this slightly different in tone. It feels kind of rooted in reality. It's a bit more raw. We had an R-rated action to it, so we didn't try and squeeze it into that PG-13 box. So we wanted to do it justice, and I think and I hope that the audiences feel like that was the right decision to do that. So. Yeah, because it's not my first or second language. I think it was like anything else. Again, it came from research. It came from diving into these comic books and kind of seeing that Sergei Kravenov is this family, this Russian family, and I really wanted to adopt this sense of kind of really grounding this character in his roots and sharing that. You find these little things in comic books. I was reading the comic books from the 1950s all the way through, and you're finding elements that really kind of pop to you, and you kind of go, great, well, we've got to add it, and to JC's credit and Sony Studios was able to kind of go, all right, cool, we can do something kind of interesting with this. So You know, we went there, man. No, I'm not a gamer. No, although that Spider-Man game, Spider-Man 4, was it?
2, Spider-Man 2 is
Spider-Man 2.
on PlayStation 5.
Okay.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2
a lot of
was
Spider-Man, so,
that looked insane. That was really cool to see all that stuff. I mean, that's a cool game. I'm not a gamer. No, I have 4 daughters at home, and we've kept the game consoles out the house, so they play tennis and instruments instead.
Ya lo sabéis, el 13 de diciembre comienza la cacería con Kraven the Hunter. Tened a punto el cuchillo montañés y bueno, las sombreras de león que nunca pasan de moda.